Hi guys, it's Mandy from MandyleePlays, and in this video I'm gonna do a Mandy Rambles about the recent Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase. Now, I was originally gonna do a Mandy Rambles on different topics, but I found that this one, since it just came out fresh out the oven of social media, I thought I would cover this one and then cover my other topics next time, so stay tuned for that. So, the Nintendo Direct mini partner presentation was said to be a presentation that, quotes from Nintendo, on today we'll debut the first Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase, a series focused on titles and our development and publishing partners. We'll share a few updates on a small group of previously announced, keep that in mind, Nintendo Switch games. Check out the full video today. So that was a very weird direct announcement. Now, just to be clear, they did disclose that COVID, due to that a bunch of their games are delayed and all of that stuff, and to keep up with their website or their social medias for any changes and dates. So, it was a bad direct. And I'm not saying this as a privileged consumer, even though I pay money to buy these stuff. I am not a privileged consumer. I am a big fan of Nintendo. Y'all know that. I don't have to outline my credentials. You know me. And I was still left just baffled of how bad it was. Now, I knew previously to go in it with a more skeptical kind of, to not go in with high expectations, basically. And I went in with the lowest expectations that I could possibly have for Nintendo. Though, since it's Nintendo, I still have a little bit of, hype expectations. Just a little bit, because I'm a Nintendo fangirl. But I went with the lowest expectations, and I came out with the lowest expectations. So basically, the Direct was featuring Candace of Hyrule, new DLC and stuff like that, which is cool. So yeah, I'm gonna preface this with some positives about it. Let's start with that. So the positives were the DLC for Candace of Hyrule, and a big positive was the Shin Megami Tensei 5 reveal date. We finally got a date for that. Now, I'm not a Shin Megami Tensei veteran. I actually never played a Shin Megami Tensei game, and I'm really excited because I'm actually getting to play a Shin Megami Tensei game, and I'm a huge Persona fan, and that's where those games came from. So I'm pretty hyped to play one, and it's coming 2021 if there's no delays. So I was pretty hyped, not gonna lie. I'm gonna start with Shin Megami Tensei 5, just like I started with Persona 5. So honestly, I am very, very excited for Shin Megami Tensei. But man, did they squeeze that into the worst direct ever. Because amongst the hype of Shin Megami Tensei and a remake for Nocturne, which is said to be a fan favorite of the Shin Megami Tensei series, so that's cool. But besides that, there was nothing. Like, legit, there was nothing else. I mean, you see 8 minutes. I mean, I've seen 8 minutes done very nicely, but it's just 8 minutes of stuff we already know, or not really, doesn't really tell us much, and stuff that's not due this year. Now, why a lot of people are disappointed is because not the fact that they don't get a nice shiny game every week. No, I can't afford a nice shiny game every week, so I'm not mad about that. I'm mad about the fact that we don't know what games are coming out. Like, Nintendo, what are you doing? It's so weird. And you see PlayStation and Xbox churning out showcases and, their own thing, giving us the games, giving us consoles, not saying the price, but giving us details, and then you just see Nintendo like, oh, well, here's a 8-minute video on stuff you already knew. Like, what? No Bayonetta, We didn't get anything about Bayonetta, which I thought we would, and nothing else. I mean, that's it. No Mario projects in the works. Now, I do preface this with they could shadow drop or they could announce another mini direct, which, in my own opinion, does them worse because they're just cutting up stuff that really just put it in a nice cohesive showcase, have a nice thing going on. Now, a lot of people are saying that, hype culture is kind of bringing the Nintendo morale low, which I get it. Yeah, a lot of people demanding stuff and you don't have the resources to churn it out fast enough could kind of be really disappointing. I mean, I'm not to the extent of Nintendo, but I kind of, tackle that with my channel, trying to churn out stuff. But I'm a one-woman show, so I really can't all the time. So I understand the feeling, and I understand, how hype could really make the morale low and not make them produce as much or want to. Though, unlike me, Nintendo is a company. They, like every other company, likes money, and they need to keep their consumers in the know so they could buy stuff. I don't like this whole privileged gamer thing because we buy the games, we consume them, we use free advertising to show off the games. Like, we're not entitled, we're just the consumers, we buy the stuff. So when there's nothing there, the obvious question is, where is the stuff? And I do love Nintendo, and I give them a lot of leeway because they're Japan, and they probably have COVID kind of a different way or something like that. So I'm not really banging on their door saying where the heck is my games, but I am kind of worried because their game lineup is pretty dry. And as a person who beats most of their games, i.e. back there, backlogs aren't that big of a thing for me. I've been playing nothing but Animal Crossing and a few other games. I do have a backlog, but it's like legit 3 games or something. So this whole stereotype of gamers with big backlogs need to play their games with big backlogs. Not all gamers have big backlogs. And if you do, then that probably says more about you than people who want more games. Just saying. Anyways, I didn't mean this to be as a rant. I'm kind of really rational because I've learned from my other rants that just yelling at the mic isn't going to help anybody and it's going to polarize my audience, and I don't want to do that. I have people on both sides saying it was bad direct, people who are hyped, but I don't want to, say, go on my soapbox and say you're wrong or you're right to anybody. It's just my opinion, and feel free to let me know your opinions in the comments down below, by the way. But the bigger problem is that you have Microsoft and Sony coming out with games and stuff and doing their thing, even though COVID does affect them as well. I feel like they're actually trying. Now, I don't know because I don't know what Nintendo's thinking. They're very silent, like really silent for any aspect of their company. That's their MO. I understand and I get it, but they don't. I feel like in the most dire need of clarification, they shouldn't be silent, because a lot of people either A, want to know the lineup, B, want to understand more why there is no lineup or why there's a backup or why there's a lack of anything, or C, just wants to save for the next game or see games that are coming out that are not just place cards like Metroid 4. It is so bad to be a Metroid fan. I'm sorry, y'all. It is really bad. Now, I'm not a marketing expert by any means, but being more transparent with your consumers is a good thing in my opinion, and it kind of gives them more perspective. The whole thing is we don't know anything. It's just a weird situation to be in. Now, if there's stuff that's happening behind the scenes, it would help that they'll be more transparent so people can understand what's happening. We don't know anything when we're the consumers. I don't understand. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm just going to keep on playing my games, keep on enjoying them. I'm loving Paper Mario. It's like one of the best Paper Mario games since Super Paper Mario. So I'm really enjoying that and my adventures with you guys. So check those live streams out if you want to. And like I said, I'm not bashing anybody. If you thought the direct was good, then so be it. I just thought it was bad, and I just told you my reasons as why, and I would love to hear yours as well. So, with all that being said, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you like my channel and would love to see more, please subscribe to this channel, and in return, I'll try my best to give you as best content as I can. Please follow me on Twitter at MandyleePlays. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, stay safe, and as always, play a good game.